Pokemon is radical in the best way possible. No one can ever beat that experience of catching your first Pokemon or going out into the wilderness for the first time. Rampart Okie Boy over here might teach you some questionable life choices, but I'm sure that if you carry this on to the future and talk to all the strangers that you meet, you'll eventually be able to see someone's Metapod. It has no pee-pee left. But you all know Pokemon. I don't need to tell you that this game was a certified HUD classic, especially some of the older ones. We've got some iconic characters including Peachy Poo, Squirtle, Charizard, and everyone's favourite, Bulbabutt. Only the stinkiest of Gamer Boys picked Bulbasaur. Van with those Geodudes. Going around and catching all the Pokemon that you can see just has a great feeling to it. I personally really loved having to evolve my Pokemon. I'd been a long car journey with my mum and my dad, and I would pass them my Game Boy and show them that some Pidgey was evolving. And they would share my excitement, and I absolutely loved watching the Pokemon transform. Until I realised I called my Pidgey something stupid like Comfort or Snozzle Drozzle. Please don't give me the birds and the bees talk again. But I already knew how children were made. You just leave them in a daycare centre with a Ditto, don't you? Checkmate atheists, we have a god. But yeah, Pokemon games, pretty cool, lots of free roaming, lots of adventuring, lots of capturing, good RPG elements, and overall a great time. Stardew Valley, carefully crafted by one man high in the Japanese mountains. A young man decides to rip off all of the Harvest Moon franchise and make his own version. I'm joking, it's almost a clone, but not quite. But the game is still really good. And thank you for all the gamer grills introduced into gaming. My Valorant lobbies have never been the same since. You farm, you plant some stuff, you sell some stuff to an invisible god who lives inside this weird box. Because sometimes all your just stuff disappears overnight. I don't know, I'm not asking any questions. Was it Mr. Raccoon? I don't know. Is it the old man who lives in the village nearby? I don't know. I'm not asking as long as someone gives me some money. But the game really revolves around having a bunch of different people to talk to, remembering the birthdays and give them gifts when it's their special Hanukkah day. And this sometimes can be really frustrating. Haley won't eat my egg mayo sandwich. Oh fine, me and Alex here are going to crack open some cold ones and watch the football. Valued listener, I want you to close your eyes and imagine a world where these two games merge together. Kind of like how your little brother who got left in that really warm car on that one day melted into the car seat and sadly died. Yet you can still smell him in the upholstery of the Ford pickup truck. Rest in peace, little Timmy. You fucking stink. But I've got two words for you. Yes, this game actually existed. And God, I have a slight boner right now. I'm sure this is going to be a completely fine game. It's kind of weird that I've not heard of this Pokemon game before. I mean, I pretty much played all the Pokemon games growing up, so it shouldn't be too bad maybe. Oh God, what is this? What is this place? Okay, maybe don't combine Pokemon and Stardew Valley in that way. But yeah, we're just going to ignore this for the sake of discussion here. I truly believe that you can take the best elements of Pokemon and the best parts of Stardew and merge them together to make an excellent blockbuster hitting, blockbuster worthy, blockbuster rentable, just anything with blockbuster in the title. You can just do it really well. You could spend your entire days planting different crops, planting everything, and then eventually you save enough coins to purchase your first little Pokemon. Or you could even go out and catch them. Or if you remember Pokemon Rangers, maybe within that art style, and also you could catch them using that kind of weird disc thing that they had. Just an art style that is a little bit more Stardew Valley, but not quite ripping it off. Then the gameplay cycle could be kind of like you have Pokemon, you rear them, you breed them, you can maybe make them evolve with each other, you can maybe like fuse them. I mean, I'm dying for a Pokemon game where you can fuse them together, I really am. If you couldn't tell already, I'm a massive enthusiast of fusing things together. You could even make Pokemon produce their own produce and sell them. I mean, you could have Slowpoke tails, you could sell the poison from Ekans, and you could even let some of the villagers take turns on Vaporeon. Yay! Family friendly fun for everyone. No, but without prostituting your Pokemon out to the village weirdo, this game could be really fun. Could be elements of crafting, exploration. You could have all the different NPCs from Pokemon games. You could have like Misty, Brock, Nurse Joy, all the gym leaders kind of in this own little village for the birthdays, give them gifts, find special Pokemon for them, and just generally complete quests. And there could be a whole subplot within the game where Team Rocket's trying to take over the farm and do really like evil crap everywhere, and you have to fight them and raise up Pokemon to be strong enough to defeat them, rejuvenate this whole little town that you're in maybe. And I wouldn't suggest for a moment that you add every single Pokemon there's ever been. Just add a handful and make them really good, have really good sprite work, have really good like pixel art for them, make them really come alive, have them fully animated, kind of like when you have Pokemon following you in some Pokemon games and they're fully fleshed out. And talking about things that are fully fleshed out, I'm going to take my Vaporeon and hit the hay. See you guys later.